to borrow from a famous Jataka tale. Here goes. The Buddha was born as a potter's son and had a family to support. He usually dug clay from the banks of the river. In the city of Banaras, a river and lake would usually come together and overflow. But the fish and tortoises who resided there knew that there would be years of drought or when the rivers would be abounding with water. One day, knowing that a drought was coming, when the river was full, many fish and tortoise left the lake. But there was one stubborn tortoise who decided that he didn't want to leave his home. He continued to stay in the lake, believing that this was his home and he would never want to abandon it. A hot summer season came along and the lake's water depleted, leaving the tortoise without any water to live. He dug himself a hole and scrambled into it to protect himself from the drought. The potter, doing what he always did, would come to the banks of this lake and dig up clay to make his living. One day when he reached there, he dug with his spade, and as he dug, he hit the tortoise's shell. Realizing that he had hit the shell, he pulled out the tortoise, who by then had already begun to lose life. The tortoise died. The Buddha decided to use this as a lesson and called the villagers and showed them the tortoise and said, when the rest of the fish and tortoises realized that the lake's water was going to deplete, they had the good sense of leaving. Don't ever believe that things remain constant and don't change. Do not think that what is today will always be. Get the flexibility to adapt and accommodate rather than die like the tortoise. Welcome to today's episode of How to Be Flexible. It's a short story, but it reminds us that had the tortoise had the good sense of, yes, abandoning his home for better pastures, or in this case, for fuller water, he would have possibly been a surviving creature. Today, we all have to survive, and here are a few tips I suggest to be flexible and adapt so that we don't die and we retain what we want, which is success in interpersonal relations and, of course, our careers. 1. Accept reality when it stares you in the face. Acknowledge data and see things for what they are. Reality is and cannot be otherwise. 2. Do not add additional meaning when you stop doing something or you quit from a relationship or a place. It only means that you are changing course. Do not believe that changing course is being defeatist. If you keep these two facts in mind, accepting reality and seeing it for what it is, and not believing that stopping something is defeatist, you will develop the flexibility to survive and to succeed. If you like what you hear, please do hit the like button, please do share my video, and of course continue to write to me at barkha@barkhachulani.com. Till next week, it's goodbye and thank you.